Hey guys, I'm here to do another general oracle reading, another oracle reading, and I will be using the oracle cards by Alice the Wonderland right here, and I have becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, and fresh perspective. Let me say that again. Resilience, experience, growing stronger, and a fresh perspective. Okay. All right. So, let me go ahead and read. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody's all right. And I want to thank everybody for the views and subscribing to my channel. And for those of y'all that are kind enough to like my channel so it can go further, to other people. Thank you very, very much. And so, let me begin. Okay. I believe I turned up the volume. Let me just make sure right quick, okay? All right. Okay. Okay. All right. And it says, and thank you for joining me. It says, Alice is brave, and so are you. Well, I forgot to read this little part. Okay, let me back up. After a fall such as this, I shall think nothing of tumbling downstairs. How brave they'll all think they'll all think they'll all think of me at home. Because it just says how brave they'll all think me at home. So they forgot a word. How brave they'll all think of me at home. Why, I wouldn't say anything about it, even if I fell off the top of the house. So then it says, Alice is brave, and so are you. With everything that has taken place in your life of late, you have often felt overwhelmed, challenged, and uncertain of whether you could cope with very much more. But you have shown great courage, and perhaps even more wonderfully, you've developed so much resilience because of the extreme nature of the events and experiences you have been working with. You will now be able to deal with all manner of circumstance with great calm and stoicism. And this is no small thing. Being challenged in quite radical ways can see some people retreat entirely from life. But you, like Alice, can see one of the aspects of working through adversity is realizing just how much you can do. You have been stretched, pushed, and gone right to the very edges of what you know about yourself, and you have come to know yourself far better, far more deeply than if you had not had these great and sometimes rather terrible adventures. Most of all, please know these truths. You are strong, you are brave, you are resilient. You have been dignified, graceful, and remained curious under the greatest sorts of pressures. This has been in many ways your finest hour, and you will be able to set an amazing example when life returns to something just a little closer to what most people call normal. The divination of this card says you have been tested, the development of strength and resilience through the courageous meeting of challenges, the demonstration of great character, the acknowledgement of how much you have learned, the ability to cope with so many little things due to a great ordeal endured with grace, dignity, and humor. Testing times shows true character. And in the reverse, it says, feeling there's no point to your trials, an inability to see you are courageous and learning all the time, doubting you have the endurance to cope with the challenges being faced, believing you are weak and unable to tackle the smallest of adversities, feeling you will fall apart when troubled times come, afraid of adventure and daunted by tests. And this was if the card was in reversed. So, okay. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all liked that. And I have pulled out some cards from the beautiful creatures. I did the pre-shuffle before the reading, and I've got 5 tarot cards. We got the Six of Wands, okay, Victory, and we have, I don't know if I'll read them all or just read some on this reading and then do the next reading and do, read the rest. I don't know, depending on the time. 4 of Swords is repose, to take a rest. And then 5 of Cups is regret. And then the King of Swords is logic. That's a beautiful card. Well, they all are. The Wheel. Whoops. Okay. The Wheel changes. Maybe that's how fast the changes are going to happen, huh? That card just flew. The Wheel. That's beautiful too. That's the card that's in the front of the book. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read the Six of Wands. Okay, as fast as I can. That way we can be through and not be so long. I don't know why the pages look so crooked to me. I just hope they focus. Good enough, okay? It says, you see, victory is yours and mine. It is time for us to celebrate what we finally achieved. Let nothing stop you. You deserve it. And then it says, a beautiful, determined butterfly fairy dances to the smooth yet fast-paced melody and rhythm of victory, while her 8 butterflies musicians and 2 ladybug friends parade around her with flowers of all colors that are only awarded to those who succeed at something. Her friends are in full admiration as they recognize her for her accomplishments. By fluttering their wings with energy and dance. Her victory is that she mastered the art of being able to shapeshift from a woman to a butterfly, something that no one in her realm has ever been able to accomplish. In a reading, this card represents an achievement that deserves a celebration. You have accomplished something good in your life, like a promotion or a raise at work. You've gotten something you have been anticipating for a very long time. You've displayed hard work and dedication, and now you are being recognized for it. In some instances, this card could mean that you have gone as far as possible to prove someone who doubted you wrong. In reverse, it says, when reversed, this card implies being afraid and feeling unmotivated regarding a victory due to lack of self-confidence and low self-esteem. If you don't play it smart, you may be the victim of someone else's deceit. I don't know why it's so hard for people to be happy for somebody when they're succeeding. I don't understand why they wouldn't want to back them up, be right there for them. So whenever that person, succeeds at whatever they're trying to succeed at, they could be together and be successful together. It's always, to me, this is just my opinion, but to me it seems like, oh, if that person is going to get, to be successful or succeed in her, in her goals that she wants to do, well, what about me? Well, if you would just join the person and be there to what's that called? To support them and to encourage them and be there, you could feel and understand how valuable you are to that person that's trying with all their might to succeed at something. To, even if it's just to keep a job, even if it's just to whatever it is. But people are so, and not everybody's like that. There are some people that stick together and that are right there to tell their sisters or their brothers or their friends or whatever, you can do it, man. I'm right here, man. You can do it. And whenever they finish doing something, like me, for example, a reading, they call them up and say, man, it was great. It was wonderful. I loved it. You know, uh, more power to you, man. I'm right here for you. If you need anything, call me. You did great. And a lot of people won't do that for somebody that they know. It's like, as soon as you try to do something, even if their lives is successful and they're doing really, really good and they're making a whole lot of money, when you try to do something nice for yourself, it's like everybody just disappears. It's just everybody like scats, like, wow, I don't understand that. I've never been able to understand that, and how there's some people that do unite together. How there's some races that, man, they unite. They're there for each other and they back them up and they give them a like and they subscribe to their channel and they call the rest of their folks and tell them, hey, look, so and so's doing this. I want you to back them up. I want you to subscribe. I want you to like the channel. I want you, whatever it is. I'm just making my, you know, from what I'm doing, the channel and the reading and all that, because that's what I'm doing. But in other cases, they're like, look, this one's going up to be a lawyer. I want you to call her up and tell her that, she's got it, that, she's got the intelligence, she's got the, stamina, she's got everything she needs, encourage her, let her know we're behind her, and so forth and so on. But then there's some people that don't do that. The last thing they want to do is encourage you and help you. They'd rather leave you alone to do it by yourself, just to see if you fail, just to see if you fall, and a majority of the time they get away with it. They do it. They make somebody, pull back and say, I'm not going to do it. I don't understand how people can be so cruel in those times when people need them so much. I mean, wow. Anyways, okay, Four of Swords. This is too much to withhold. And don't try to go through the time that it takes you to get over what they did, the pulling back, the not encouraging you, the not telling you, hey man, you got this, you sounded great, it was wonderful, it was great, I'm behind you all the way, God help you, I hope you succeed in whatever they're doing. A new job, a new good paying promotion job, anything good that somebody's trying to do. If they don't back you up, please, please reach out to God, whatever God you serve, and know that God is behind you. God does want you to succeed, and God will be there for you. Even though the whole world lets you down, God will be there for you. So, and know that these are spirits from Satan. that gets into people and tells them lies about you. Oh golly, as soon as she starts making that money, or as soon as she, gets real good at that job, she's gonna leave you. She's never looking back. She's gonna have 3 or 4 or 500 other boyfriends or girlfriends. And you know I mean, it's just the demon spirits, Satan's angels, that get into people and make them turn against you, make them hurt you, make you feel bad. So it's really not the person, but the devil will get into the people that you love the most to hurt you and to make you feel unwanted, that you're not good enough. Who do you think you are? It's really not the people. Really, it isn't. It's Satan that wants to get everybody down, as many people as he can. He wants to bring them down. He doesn't want people to succeed. He doesn't want people to be happy. Anyway, sorry, y'all, but I just felt I had to say that for somebody out there. It says, this is too much to withhold. This is the Four of Swords. Okay? And it says, this is too much to withhold. I feel like I've walked 1,000 miles with my legs and arms tied. I shall take a peaceful slumber and recuperate. The key word is repose. A beautiful and very worn out queen spirit has been going through an extremely rough time trying to keep order and enforce regulations in her cemetery kingdom. Cemetery kingdom. Her thinking process and her voice have grown tired due to pressure and stress, which is why she rules her kingdom all by herself, without help from the outside. But now she's going to retreat from her ruling position to get the proper rest that she needs to replenish herself and to conserve her vitality. She does not need to close her eyes. She stands still and lets her brain shut down. Her eyes are wide. Her eyes are wide opened to give the illusion that she is still watching her surroundings. The tombstones and guardian spirits provide her with anything she needs to make herself comfortable and able to repose. In a reading, this card represents a time of rest and recuperation. You are feeling very tired and stressed, and it's time you took a short break. Try and find an environment that gives you a sense of peace and harmony. Meditate to nourish your mind and body. This is a perfect opportunity to reflect on anything you're wondering or confused about. Take or make time for yourself. If you're hurt, learn to relax and allow the healing process to do its job. Tranquility is the word of the day. When reversed, this card implies the lack of sleep or concentration. You're overworking yourself and neglecting the idea of resting to recuperate. You are feeling exhausted, yet you still obsess over useless things. Your mind and body have disconnected. So I'm going to read that one more time. You are feeling exhausted, yet you still obsess over useless things. Your mind and body have disconnected. Okay, and then we have the Five of Cups. And it says, and my mom has always said, you came to this world by yourself. You came into this world by yourself. You don't need anybody. And to my subscribers and viewers that listen to me, that are view my readings, we don't need anybody to cheer us up. It would be nice. It would be nice to have people that you love to cheer you on and give you encouragement and be beside you when you're trying to accomplish things that mean, something important to you. But you don't need them, you know? It would be nice, but since they're not going to work with you or try to help you or try to be on your side and, you know, be there to enjoy your journey, to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, then, we were born into this world alone, unless you're twins or, triplets or whatever. But if we're if you were just born by yourself, you know what I mean? If you weren't a twin or anything, then we just need ourselves. So, and I hate that it has to be that way, but many people do it that way. So, anyhow, it says, Five of Cups. I've seen you crying over regrets, and this is worthless. You must learn that what's done is done and can't be undone. The key word is regret. A remorseful raven fairy sits at the top of a cathedral, remembering oh so many past mistakes. She participated in hurtful things without thinking. She said bad words to her parents and friends. She lied to her siblings and her boyfriend. She was rude to her guests and was mean to her pet. This creature knows very well that what she's done can no longer be undone, and regretting it will only make matters worse, leaving her devastated and restless for a long time. In a reading, this card represents wasting precious time and obsessing over something that can't be fixed. Sorrow is taking over and preventing you from moving on. You try to reflect on the errors that you've made, but know that you can't change anything. Reliving and rethinking past mistakes will only hurt you, which at times you feel entitled and inclined to feel. It is time to be strong and learn to let go and move on. In the reverse. When reversed, this card implies learning to both accept mistakes and to learn from them. Once the lesson is realized, you will be at peace with yourself and others. You've renewed your faith and beliefs and paved the way to brighter days. Okay, I hope I was okay with reading it. I can't recall if I started talking and I didn't put the pages up here, so. And even though we didn't get the Six of Cups, it's there for you guys. I hope y'all enjoy reading these. I wish I could read them all, but they're just. I'm gonna have to pause the video because I opened the window because it was hot, and now I'm getting cold. Hold on one second, guys. I apologize. Hold on. And every time I tell y'all I'm gonna pause it, I remember I don't have to tell you guys this. I don't think people. I think people pause their videos all the time, and don't even say anything. So maybe next time I won't either. I won't bother to, you know, to say that. But now I'm gonna read the King of Swords. All right, here it is. And I really hope that I get these pages where they're focused for any of y'all that read it. You never know. My belly has been making all sorts of sounds. If y'all hear it, that's my tummy. Anyways, it says, the King of Swords. I know that you produce your ideas carefully with tact. The key word is logic. Up in the heavens, the spirit of a maiden holds a sacred jar of water that contains endless possibilities for the future. When she appears, she showers people with the sacred water from her jar. Many of those who accept the shower of water think outside the box, but those who do not remain in their same mindset. The energy of the King of Swords is futuristic, progressive, and consistent. The king, ruled by Uranus, the planet of changes and turning points, is associated with Aquarius, who embodies an archetype that is a logical thinker. Aquarius rules friends and friendships. The archetype says the King of Swords represents a person who thinks with logic and does not allow ideas and thoughts to be cluttered. It is difficult to let other people manipulate them. On the contrary, they are the ones who may manipulate. When they are being distracted by others, they may find it hard to think ahead and need peace and privacy. On the negative side, they may have tendency to think stupid things that do not have meaning or reason. They may make unnecessary jokes about realistic issues that pose potential danger to them or others. They may make radical assumptions regarding things that have yet to manifest. The situation, it says, the King of Swords represents a situation that you will have to think about with logic and conviction. Take time from your busy schedule to think of a way you can deal with personal problems hindering you from doing what you want to do. On the negative side, you will have to make judgment calls and omit things that are not useful or beneficial for you. This may even involve people who are close to you. But think of it as a beneficial thing that may help you. Try to try to avoid staying stuck in the same place where you are unable to move ahead. If and when you feel stuck, it is something that you've brought upon yourself. I know I showed it to y'all, so I won't do it again, and hopefully it was focused. Y'all don't know how much I want to put it back up there. I guess I will. Something tells me to put it back up there. Maybe it wasn't. That looks pretty clear to me. This jar is such a beautiful jar. I love the maroon color or the candy apple red, whatever it is. There's apples on those trees, so I guess it's an apple red. That is so pretty. That is a beautiful jar. Wish I had something like that. The wheel. Okay. All right. So, nobody encourages my subscribers or my viewers. I'm encouraging you. I know I'm not much. I'm just one person, but please, please believe in yourself and do the best that you can to move forward in whatever you decide to do. Don't let people discouraging you and making you feel that you're not worth anything and that you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that and you shouldn't try for this and you shouldn't try for that, and you don't let them bring you down. I know people can bring you down. It happens to me, and for a little while, take the time you need and then realize that some people are just not going to be there for you. They're just not. I mean, they'll be there to talk about you, to make fun of you, say you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this, you don't have that, you're poor, you have no money, you know, and whatnot. But when you're trying to do something good for yourself, they're the last ones that try to tell you, hey man, that's a good idea. I think you should do that. I think that's a wonderful idea. Do it. I'm here. I'm going to back you up. Whatever you need, call me. If you need some encouragement, call me. My email is in the description. If you guys want to email me and talk to me about anything, that's why I put my email so you guys can reach out to me. I have no problem. And not that I want to know y'all's business, because I don't, or that I'm going to spread it around, because I don't talk to anybody. I'm a very lone type of person. I'm alone all the time. So I don't have anybody to talk to, really. I mean, I've got my son's father, and that's it. Every now and then I talk to my parents, but you know they're they kind of enjoy their time alone most of the time. So, anyways, the wheel. Hello there. Did you know that the clock, table, and the world are spinning? Please understand that something is about to change, and you have to be ready for it. This alluring yet powerful pixie and her dragon friend only manifest on our planet Earth from time to time to do her bidding. She is invisible to the human eye, but there are times when she lets her presence be felt. This entity is unlike any other that has existed, and she's not to be taken lightly. for she possesses many powers. She's known to possess 3 abilities: fate, karma, and destiny. With the roll of her 20 faced dice, a tool so powerful that we cannot begin to understand, and even if we did, we would not know how to conduct it. She will foretell the official and permanent outcome, an outcome that can't be avoided, for the person she has bestowed the role upon. That's what it says. Her dragon friend is the keeper who tells her where she needs to go and who she needs to attend. In a reading, this card pertains to having luck and being lucky regarding so many things and aspects in your life. But at the same time, it could pertain to karma. What goes around comes around. In many instances, it indicates taking a chance on something new, something unfamiliar, in order to gain a new foundation for luck. It can also represent that something is going to change for the better, depending on the circumstances and how your past actions have been portrayed and played out. Don't forget that change happens no matter what. These changes could be personal, spiritual, physical, and emotional, or emotional. When reversed, this card tells you that anything you were expecting to change has become stalled or idle. The time has come for you to recognize stagnation and make important changes in your life. You may be fighting for or preventing things from changing in your life. Surrender and let changes take their course. Wow, that was beautiful. That was so pretty. Okay, guys, thank y'all for listening. I won't do anything else because it's been 30 minutes. I didn't want to take longer than 30 minutes. So thank y'all for listening. I love you guys with all my heart. Thank y'all so very much for your help and liking and subscribing. Thank you so much. And I'll see y'all on my next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.